including Nimba, Ara, Ashwagandha, Daru Haritra, etc. That is a mild laxative. We add in some Icha Bedi to it to give a continuous Vireshna for 5 to 6 days, and then we start off with the treatment. So what usually happens is once you start off with the Vireshna, by the third day, the major concerns like itching, oozing, all that comes down, and your body starts responding to the medicines a bit more faster. Then we had started with Nimbadi Kashaya, Aragvadati Kashaya, and Madhusnuhi Kashaya. We made a combination out of that, and that is taken with Aragvada Mahatiktaka Grita. We have our oil prepared with Shweta Kidacha as a main ingredient that was applied. And we had asked her to take a small, that herbal scrub is there, slowly scrub the area so that it makes the thickness of the skin come down. So this is another case of psoriasis which requires this cosmetic importance. And this is my brother-in-law. He also, his complaint was receding hairline. It was at a very beginning stage, but he has a history, his family has a history of balding. So this is the treatment in 45 days. If you can notice in the first picture, the hairline is quite receded back. In 45 days, there is considerable improvement in the hair growth. So I have chosen the drug of choice was Jayapala. So any medicine with Jayapala, we can apply it, and it is usually done under supervision, because the reactions are some people, they feel as if their entire body is burning up. Some people may develop some boils in 2 to 3 days. Some people, if it is not removed properly, they feel dizziness, blurring of vision, etc. So all these has to be considered. But now we are taking it through teleconsultation also. We have patients for this, because we give them a very strict rules, because the diet also which goes in during this treatment is very important, because anything which is aggravating pitta can cause in workout, the time they do their exercises, it aggravates the condition. So all these are major concerns, but keep it aside, the result was very good. So we should all understand, beautiful skin requires commitment. It is never a miracle. You have to invest your time, you have to invest your energy, and time is major thing, because usually it is a longer process. People get bored in between, they leave it. Skincare is essential, but makeup is a choice. So always you have to make a good choice. You can always keep on the makeup and have some skincare routine which will help you have a good skin. So the earlier you start working on something, the earlier you will see the results. So don't wait till you get a unhealthy skin and then start taking the initiative. You know, as you progress, you age, your skin also starts losing the luster, or it also ages with you. So always consider that in mind, keep that in mind, and have an earlier intervention. Thank you. So if you have any questions, you can drop it in. I think I'll be taking the questions now.
Thank you, ma'am. Now the session is open for discussions. Okay. Ma'am, there are a few questions. Since there are a lot of questions, we have selected a few. First question, ma'am. In egg lepa, whether both egg white and yolk are to be used?
No, egg white. Only egg white.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am. Next question. Is there any remedy for early graying?
The early graying is something which is, see, you have oils which has Bringaraja, Neeli, etc. That will actually help you. And now there are so many studies which says that Nathya with any oil containing Bringaraja. So it can just be an oil which is made with Bringaraja. You take it as a Nathya. It will help you control the premature hair grey. But as a remedy, it is, we don't have any, because when I was in Udupi, we had even tried Vibhidaki Majjataila, but that also didn't work out as it is mentioned. So,
thank you, ma'am. Next question. How to get rid of split ends?
Split ends, actually, once you start getting split ends, it's always better to cut them off. But if you start nourishing your hair, you give a hair pack once in 2 weeks ideally, with henna, Aragvada churna. If you don't have churna, you can just take Aragvada patra, the guava leaves, maybe Bringaraja, aloe vera, make whatever needed there, you just apply that, make it into a hair pack, and with eggs also. Egg also is a very good protein for your hair. So once you do all that, it can control it, but if there is a split end, it is always better to cut them off from the end.
Thank you, ma'am. Hope that doubt was clear. Next question. What should be the thickness of Lomasthana lepa, and how long should this lepa be present on the skin?
Okay, so usually Loma Shatana, what I use is Prakriti pharmacies. So what we have is we ask them to use it once in 15 days. So we ask them to thread, you go for a threading, remove the facial hair, make a paste out of this Loma Shatana Churna, add normal water, make a paste, apply a thin layer of it and leave it for 2 hours. And after 2 hours is done, you just wash it off and remove it. And you can notice that in between there will be a lot of thinning of the hair. And in between this application of the lepas, we ask them to use Loma Shatana oil for massage, because you can use this lepa only twice in a month. So the rest of the time you can use the Loma Shatana oil.
Thank you, ma'am. Next question. Can Multani Mitti be applied on a person with Vata Prakriti and dry skin?
See, Multani Mitti and all is a very broad, very generic thing. So always you have to make a combination understanding the Prakriti of a person. That is the difference between a beautician and a cosmetologist. So you have various options. Like, see, for Vata Prakriti person, we usually have a base of Shashtika because it is very snigdha. It controls the dryness very effectively. So you can have your own combination which is available, because the Shashtika, the original Shashtika is not available now. Most of the people, they just use boiled rice, which is actually not the actual Shashtika. So some people actually, they use white rice as Shashtika lepa. But that is better than using a Multani Mitti. So it is your yukti by which you take the base of it.
Thank you, ma'am. Moving to the next question. What is the utility of vitamin C for skin, or is it just a hype? Is it necessary for conditioning one's hair?
It's not, they don't say it is just a hype, but usually we find it, see, I don't know, research based and all, we have not read into it, but usually when we have a little bit of vitamin C added onto your hair packs and etc., this actually helps you control the frizziness of the hair, maybe as you told, split ends, etc. We have noticed that it is coming down considerably. So I'm not sure on how it is affecting internally and all that, but I feel it is effective by practical experience.
Thank you, ma'am. Hope that out was clear. Now moving to the next question. What to do for cracked heels?
Okay, so usually cracked heels, what we ask them is, we ask them to give like 2-3 days nicely oleate, apply oil. Usually we can have Pindathaila, Jeevantyadi Yamaka. So once you keep applying it, you can notice that skin becomes softer. And once the skin becomes softer, you will have these scrubbers. You get these filers for the food. Use that and remove the dead skin. Don't do it in a stretch. Slowly start removing little by, and then soak it in hot water. Put some salt in it if you don't have any other kashai or anything. Repeat the process till you can remove all the skin. And once you remove off these cracked heels or the hardened skin in that, make sure you moisturize your skin daily. So that is one effective way of preventing you getting it again. But the drug will be Pindathaila and Jeevantyadi Yamaka.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am. Moving to the next question. What to do for hyperpigmentation of lips?
See, hyperpigmentation of lips, as far as I've understood, it is closely related to Vata Prakriti people, or some people who continuously use cosmetics. So, see, for instant results, like if you have a function, you want something, you take like 2-3 drops of glycerin, add a vitamin E, half of vitamin E tablet, and a little bit of lemon juice, and you can put that in a small container. You keep repeatedly applying it, it lessens down. But usually if you drink enough water, you keep your skin hydrated, this darkness comes down. And if your bowel movement is clear, if you don't have constipation and all, it comes down. And one more thing is scrubbing or removing the dead skins, which actually can be done using as I told you, you can take the lemon peel, add some sugar, use that for rubbing. All these help. And applying Mahatikta helps a lot, but people find it difficult because it's a lip, it goes inside, you will not be used to the taste. But once you keep applying it, you will notice that okay, you can manage the taste well, and your skin will also be looking good.
Thank you, ma'am. Next question, how to manage keloid?
Yeah, keloid is, see, I have tried having Shastika Lepa in that, but it is a very strenuous process or maybe a time consuming process. It was not that fruitful, but I've heard Jalauka is giving wonderful results, but I have not tried it. But Jalauka is considered to be a very good treatment for managing keloids, but I have not tried it.
Thank you, ma'am. How to make Shastika Lepa and can we preserve it in fridge?
See, essentially, Shastika Lepa has to be prepared fresh. We say we are against refrigerating it, but what we can, those who have prepared Shastika Lepa or those who use that rice for eating also, you'll understand it takes like around 10 to 12 whistles in a low flame for it to be cooked properly. So we ask the patients to tell us, we give them appointments. So we know like in this day we might get around 3-4 Shastika Lepas. The previous day we prepare the kashaya, we soak this Shastika Shali in that kashaya, and the next day, so overnight when you soak it, and the next day maybe like around 2 to 3 whistles it gets cooked properly. And once it has to be it has to get mushy. It has to be overcooked, and once it is overcooked, you can make a paste of it in using the mixer. It's always better not to keep it in fridge, but if at all you want to keep it in the fridge, I would always ask you to keep the soaked rice in the fridge, not the lepa. So next day you can just add some more kashaya and cook it and make a paste. That would be better.
Thank you, ma'am. Moving to the next question. What can be applied as an Ayurvedic moisturizer?
Okay, so moisturizer, see, once in a week having an oil bath is one good option. The other one is maybe you can prepare aloe vera gels and all. You'll get a lot of DIYs videos showing you how to make a aloe vera moisturizer. That is also something very good which you can try. I think I've got one question which has come in my private chat from Dr. Vidya. She has asked me how to explain the Jayapala use in androgenic pattern. I'll just take that question. She has raised her hands also. Okay. So Jayapala, the drug I use is Ichabedi. But see, there are some people who use Ananda Bhairava Rasa and all that. Any drug, any medicine which has Gunja or Jayapala, you can use that. We actually soak it in Nimbu Swarasa overnight and make a paste of it and apply it over. You just do some little bit rubbing over the hair loss area. Like you give a little bit pressure just to increase the vascularity and apply this. And it depends on the person. It depends on the Pitta Prakriti person. If they are sure to develop one or two adverse drug reaction to it, but we have to make sure, tell the patient, see, this is not a side effect or something, this is expected. And once that is done, you can remove it. It depends, like the time periods varies from 10 to 20 minutes. You vary it and you remove it and apply hair oil and then take a normal hair bath.
Thank you, ma'am. Is there any practical experience with nail bed infection?
No, not much.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am. Next question. How to get rid of warts in skin?
Okay, so usually they say Agni Karma, but if it is like a corn, if it is caused by the HPV virus, now you get a corn cap. So corn cap is available. You have the Hansoplast and all, they prepared corn cap. So it is like a normal band-aid only. But in the middle of the band-aid, you will have some like a small rubber tube, which has a opening inside. It is filled with some medicine. So you keep that medicine over this wart and close it for 2 days. Don't open it. And on the third day, when you open it, you can notice that the corn is getting, or this water is coming off from the edges. So just try giving it a pull. And if it is coming out, let it be. You can just, after that, you wash the area with Triphala and leave it as such. But if it is not coming out, if the water is deep rooted, remove this band-aid and put another corn wrap over it. And usually, even if it is very deep rooted, it goes off, it comes off in 2 or 3 band-aids. So that is what I do, and I find the results with that.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah.
Is there any Ayurvedic combination for a hair dye? There any ingredients which can be used as a hair dye?
We have tried a lot, but we have not found anything which is going to last, because we have tried with Trifilamasi, we have done with flax seeds, we have done with Vibhita ki Majja, we have or so many things we have tried. Neeli powder, it didn't work out. To be honest, I have seen so many people claiming that they have a herbal hair dye without any chemicals, but I have tried a lot. Not just me, our cosmetology unit back in Udupi had tried a lot of combinations, but we didn't get a sustaining result. So,
Thank you, ma'am. Well, daily head bath, can we use shampoo daily?
no, no. So usually, what the shampoo I suggest is Mira herbal hair wash powder, hair wash shampoo, and the powder, or Johnson's baby shampoo, because it is very mild. How do you understand whether a shampoo is mild? See, if you when you're washing your hair with the shampoo, if it goes into your eyes and it does not cause any burning or stinging sensation, you can understand it's on the milder side. Okay, so even that I ask them to dilute it with water, half quantity, and then use it for washing the hair. I usually use twice a week Mira shampoo, and all the other 5 days I use Mira herbal hair wash powder. So you take a spoon of that powder, mix it with water, it lathers like your shampoo, and use that water for washing of the hair. So that is very effective. I've been using that since 10, 12 years.
Thank you, ma'am. Ma'am, there are a lot of suggestions from requests from the participants whether you will be conducting some workshops on Ayurvedic cosmetology.
We are starting an Ayurvedic cosmetology with Diksha e-learning platform from August 30th. So it will be having it's a hands-on training. So you'll be wondering how it's going to be a hands-on training on an online platform. So we'll be telling you what we'll be conducting the previous week, and we will do it together. You'll be doing it at your home. I'll be doing it from my clinic. So see, listening to it, you find it is easy. Okay, maybe we can do it. But once you get a person, you start doing it, you get confused. You're like, is it the correct way? You will have a lot of questions. So once we start doing it together, you can clear your questions. I can guide you enough. So anyone interested, please do click on this link which is provided in the chat, and you can always join for this course.
Thank you, ma'am. So that is the questions, ma'am. So
I have got 2 questions from in the chat box. One is melasma treatment. So Shashtika Lepa is, I'm finding very good results with the melasma treatment, and we use Nalpamaradi Eladi oil. That is also giving us good results. And finally, see, melasma is something which happens over age. So if you moisturize your skin, if you take care of your skin at a very earlier stage, you can understand that melasma can be managed very nicely. And one more question is home remedy for dandruff. So I told you, see, Triphala is one very effective thing, and Triphala, I think most of the Ayurveda doctors will have it at their home. But if you don't have it, at least use curd and onion juice and apply it over the scalp. That also gives you nice results. So that's this. I'm done with the questions.
Yeah. Thank you, ma'am. So can we conclude, ma'am?
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. To deliver the vote of thanks, I would like to invite Dr. Devi S. Nair, Assistant Professor, Department of Roganidana, Ayurveda College, Coimbatore.
Thank you, Jyotsna. Respected principal and listeners, after hearing the interesting talk on a topic which is still under wrap and whole world is curious to explore, without cosmetics, there is not a single day in our life. So I am extremely happy to thank Dr. Amala Jyoti. Surely you evoked this career in the mind of many Ayurveda doctors who listen to your talk. I would also like to thank her for sharing concept along with elaborated explanations, case presentations, and also small tips everyone can practice in a regular basis. She made us aware that all that written herbal is not Ayurveda, and never go away from our concepts of Prakriti, Desha, Kaladi while dealing with cosmetology. Great applause, doctor. I would also like to thank all present here who made this webinar a success. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Quoting Sidney D. Henrys, the whole purpose of education is to turn mirrors into window. Thank you, ma'am, for opening a new window of Ayurvedic cosmetology to us. With that, we come to an end of day 9 of Samsiddhi 2020 National Web Conference Series. It was a great opportunity listening to you, ma'am. Now, to speak a few words about this wonderful and informative session, I would like to invite our beloved principal, Dr. Sudhir Raj, sir. Over to you, sir.
Hello. Yes, it was a very wonderful section, and I think Madam motivated all the participants because it is an area where we are not aware about the scope. So Madam opened that scope. So I think many people from Ayurveda will come for this cosmetology wing to develop, because in all India base also, if you are seeing, very few centers of purely Ayurvedic cosmetology is running. So I think by this motivation class and some courses also available, so with that we can get more chances for the Ayurvedic doctors, because Ayurveda is a great science where you will be having so many combinations which can be used for cosmetology purpose. As Madam told that Shastiga, Annalapa and all very effective. Even Shastiga, Pindaseda also in a small kiddy, like you can do. So much of potential is there in cosmetology. So I think everyone enjoyed the section. Thank you very much, Madam. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for the opportunity. It was nice having presented in this platform. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir. Our next session will be conducted on August 3rd by Dr. Narayan Bavlati on the topic Management of Common Ocular Disorders in General Practice and Ayurvedic Perspective, and by Dr. Bharati Kumaramangalam on the topic Practical Aspect of Uttaravasti in Gynecological Disorders. To know all the further updates, please stay connected with us in all our social medias. Once again, thank you, ma'am. Thank you all the participants for joining us today, and hope to see you all again in the upcoming sessions. Thank you all. Good night.